Ladies and gentlemen, signori signori, welcome back to another episode of my journey to 1000. Had a great series of wins. Had 5 wins in a row. I'm back to 547, I think. But I haven't been recorded, so I've decided to actually make this video where we are going to analyze one of my last games where I played quite well. So I'm quite happy with the progress here. And yeah, this is like 90%, 91% accuracy. I play like 1300 or something like that. And also I was quite surprised because the opening was a bit different from what I used to play, what I generally play, and I still was able to play quite well. So let's start with the music, and then we follow with the review of my game. And here we are. So in this game, I play Korean player, DJs, and I'm black. And he starts with kind of usual with the queens. So I'm actually done the queen gambit here. So I played my usual. I wanted to play the Caro-Kann, but then when he plays this, he plays the queen's gambit. So I'm going to play the knight to defend my pawn, and then I push this one to get the bishop out. So when he plays the bishop, I just take my bishop out here. I don't want to exchange bishop now. I'm not scared about this at the moment. He moves the knight, and then I started being a little bit more worried because he got 2 pieces here, and I can take. So what I do, I propose to exchange either one of the 2 pieces. He takes my offer, and I change. I double my pawns in the center, but it's not a problem because I think, okay, if I bring this up, then if I do this up, then he can take, I can take, and I got 2 strong pieces in the center with my knight here and possibly my knight there. He brings out the queen. It's fine. I probably wouldn't done that. Maybe he wants to go long here, to castle long. I don't know. I castle short because I'm seeing some like dangerous things happening here. So I just castle was the best move from the motto. That's good. It goes with the pawn down. No much threat there. So I'm going up. I'm going up because I don't want him to do anything here. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just want to get this knight out of the way. This knight is kind of trapped, so the only thing is going back. So when I go there, he takes the knight back. Best move. And then I just want to move the queen as well. I want the opponent to move the queen. So I see how he reacts with the bishop there. And he takes the queen back, and that's good. In this moment, I'm in a very good, solid position. I have an opportunity here to take a pawn, and he can take it back, but at least I remove the double pawns. So I take a pawn, he takes it, and then I go up, and I take the center. This is quite a solid position. I haven't developed this knight, and this knight will take quite a while, I think, to be developed. Yeah, he takes, he doesn't take, of course. So then I go up. I go up because I didn't want, because he had like a queen and bishop on this line. And if he was going like that, I probably would have done like that with the king, but I would have been in trouble in some ways. So I just wanted to stop that. Stop it, that's fine. Not the best move, but it was a good move. He develops the knight. And then I move this knight here. Here I don't particularly know why I've done that. Probably I should have just developed the knight here. I don't know why I've done that, but hey, it wasn't that wrong. He castles same side of me, and then what's happening? I finally develop my knight. He push with the pawn down. And then now I can take here, and I go double here, but then he can just take. So instead of taking, I decide to move my knight here. That was a best move because I make the move in the queen, and I can also take the bishop. Also, this bishop, I don't like these 2 things here, and also I don't like the bishop here because it's preventing me to do anything like that, and then threatening the queen, threatening the rook. So he moves, I take, and then he moves the queen there. I didn't really understand why he was doing that, but what I was expecting was him to move the knight here and then having very dangerous mate here. So I decided to move my queen here. I could probably move something different, but I decided to move the queen so I could come here and defend it. He goes with the knight there, and then I decide to go with my queen here, best move, exchange the queens, but then I don't get the mate. He takes, I take, he gets out with his knight, and then I take, and I threaten the knight. He can take back, and he doesn't do that. So he moves the knight, and then I decide to protect my pawn with this solid structure. I got this very solid structure. He doesn't have any bishop anymore. I'm up 4, so at this point I'm quite good. He moves the rook, don't really understand why they move, so I decide to start threatening the rook with my knight. He moves the rook, and then at this point I move my rook. In this way, if he takes, I take, and I can start like breaching inside his like second and first line, which are quite dangerous, especially because he's got the king with the 3 pawns in front of it, and I can have a checkmate going with my rooks in any of these positions if he moves the rooks. He moves the rook there, don't really understand why, so I'm going there, I again try the rook, and then he does something very silly. He just moved the rook here, so then I got a free rook, and at this time he decides to resign. Let's see why. I mean, he could have taken, and then I was anyway with 2 rooks, and 1 knight and 1 bishop against 2 knights and 1 rook. Was much better position. I could have like started moving my bishop, double my rooks. I could also like maybe going this way, and then actually that's probably what I would have done. Knight f4, and then e2, and I would have had with the rook here, I would have had a good split, take another rook, so I was in a winning position. So yeah, so that's demonstrated I can play well, and even if maybe I'm going to lose the next game playing very badly, I'm quite happy with how the things are gone. So I hope you like this kind. Actually, please let me know in the comment if you like this kind of videos where instead of playing live, I go a little bit more faster and I tell you what I was thinking, and I show the game like this. They're a little bit shorter video. I can just select the games that I want. This, for example, was a good game. I will also pick up a bad game because I have also a lot of them. So please subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Like the video, leave comments. I read all the comments. I really want to know, what you think, what you like, but also like how I can improve. It's everything for now. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you to the next videos, probably tomorrow for the next game.